In this video, I want to share with you my favorite math manipulative that most public school teachers have not even heard of, and that is the Montessori colored bead bars. I have a set here, which I'll talk about in a minute. Over here, I have a set of manipulatives that you will commonly see in a lot of public school classrooms. Now, these are great. They have a lot of great features, but there are some downsides to these as well. And there are some qualities, design qualities of these beads that you will not find in some of these other tools. So we're going to scooch these aside and take a look at the bead bars. So the first thing you'll notice is that each amount is assigned a specific color, and that color is always the same. So we have 1 is red, 2 is green, 3 is pink, and so on. What that allows children to do is to eventually they'll automatically subbatize. So they might be doing a math equation and they know that light blue is 5. They don't have to stop and count it each time. They just have that automatically. Or they know that white is 7, and that's always going to be the case with these beads. The next thing you'll notice is that they are connected. And so that acts as a control of error. So if a child is building 7 with these loose snap cubes and they start to get old and they come apart and one falls off and they don't realize that, then, oh, they don't have the right number. But with these beads, 8 is always 8. Okay, now these can be used to count. They can be used for adding. So 3 plus 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can be used for multiplication. So 8, 16, 24. And you can see that it forms an array. And you can see the geometry of multiplication if you keep going. And you can demonstrate some pretty cool concepts with these. So if I take 3 of my 3's bars, I get 3 squared, or the square of 3. And it's actually shaped like a square, which is kind of cool. Makes sense why they call it that. Let's see, what else? Oh, they can be used for skip counting. So 4, 8, 12, 16. They can be used to show the commutative law. So we have 5 plus 3 makes 8. And 3 plus 5 also makes 8. Pretty cool. All right, so I absolutely love these. My students love these. They are super simple for students to use. They don't have any distracting features. And research on manipulatives actually shows that if there are distracting features or features that are irrelevant, it can actually take away from the power of the tool. So these, if you are a public school teacher and you have never used Montessori colored bead bars in your classroom, or if you're a homeschool parent, I highly, highly, highly recommend you get a set, play around with them, watch some of my training videos to see how to use them. And they're just, I love them. One thing I should say, I'm going to add to this is that over the years, I've taught a lot of kiddos with learning difficulties and with math phobias and kiddos with special needs, and all of them tend to really love using this tool. So it can also make math enjoyable, which was one thing that Dr. Montessori intentionally designed in her tools. All right, so that is my one of my all-time favorite math tools that you may or may not have heard of if you are a public school teacher, and go out and get yourself a set. All right. Oh yeah, like and subscribe.